Yeah, Ray spanked Dom's ass! WrestleMania 39, 10 Dominic Papiara 10. I honestly think WrestleMania 39 Night 1 was one of the best manias of all time. I would say it was almost perfect from top to bottom. It gave us quality matches and WrestleMania moments that we will never forget. And a prime bottle. And the structure of this card was great. I finished watching this pay-per-view at 7 AM and I didn't feel tired. Most of the time, I feel like a zombie. One thing I didn't like is the sponsorships on every goddamn screen. Like, I know how the business works, I'm fine with it. But this is a bit too much. I guess it could be worse though. And also, I predicted every single match, so I guess it makes this WrestleMania predictable. But is it really a bad thing when it's a right decision? I don't know. The stage was absolutely gorgeous, the entrances were spectacular, the matches were great, and of course, the WrestleMania moments. Two best buds holding these championships, closing WrestleMania. WrestleMania 39 Saturday was great. Of course, welcome back to the channel. It's me, the Great One, and this is my gigantic pimple. And let's talk about WrestleMania. The Miz and Snoop Dogg welcomes us to WrestleMania, and we jump straight into Austin Theory versus John Cena. You gotta love these entrances, man. I love the atmosphere. John Cena made an entrance with Make-A-Wish kids who wanted to be at WrestleMania. John Cena just being wholesome as always. Now, I know this match received mixed reactions, but honestly, I couldn't help but enjoy it, man. It's John Cena at WrestleMania in the first match. This match literally could have been bad and I still wouldn't hate it because, like I've said, it's John Cena. Now, in my honest opinion, the match wasn't bad. We didn't necessarily see anything out of the ordinary, but they did everything that needed to be done. And in my opinion, the right man won. John Cena was going for the attitude adjustment and Austin Theory accidentally kicked the referee down. We got the STF and Austin Theory tapped out, but the ref was chilling. John Cena went to check on the ref. Once he came back, we got a low blow, a count down, and Austin Theory defeats John Cena at WrestleMania. Absolutely massive for Austin Theory's career. Like I've said, the match was okay. Nothing too crazy right here, but I'm just really happy for the dude. He just beat John Cena at WrestleMania. This United States Championship title reign is going to be great. I think it was obvious, right? We all know John Cena ain't gonna stay in the WWE after WrestleMania, so him winning wouldn't make any sense unless you want him to lose the championship the next day, which again isn't necessarily perfect. Then it was time for the WrestleMania Tag Team Showcase match. Unfortunately, it did have the rules that I absolutely hate. Only two people in the ring. I can't stand this, but I know why WWE keep doing it. It's easier that way. Now, in my predictions video, I told you that I believe it's going to be a great match, even though this match doesn't necessarily matter. And honestly, it was even better than expected. Every single talent involved did something cool. The Viking Raiders move like, you know, heavyweights shouldn't move. Otis was kind of funny. Braun Strowman with his choo-choo shit. The Street Profits did their thing. And obviously Ricochet. Man, this spot was amazing. I almost thought they're going to go for this suplex spot that happens in every single multi-man match. So Ricochet was the absolute MVP in this one. But we got the shooting star press on the knees. Big frog splash on Ricochet's back. And Angelo Dawkins pins Ricochet at WrestleMania. I'm so happy for Angelo Dawkins though. Like, he's always being compared to Montez Ford, so he finally got that moment. He was the one with the W. So it's like, yes, I didn't care about this match. None of us did. And this ended up being one of the best WrestleMania matches. That's wild. It's unfortunate that these matches don't mean shit though. Hopefully, they're gonna be the #1 contenders. I believe that's the case. It should be, right? Or am I wrong right here? But it goes to show you how great the tag team division is in the WWE right now. Even Ricochet and Strowman somehow work. Then we got Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins. This one had great entrances. Logan Paul came out like he was Shawn Michaels, and of course he had to bring a massive prime bottle. Seth Rollins had a decent entrance too. Now, we knew it's going to be good, and honestly, again, better than expected. It's still unbelievable that Logan Paul is a rookie in the WWE. It's almost hard to believe. My man is hiding something. I mean, if you're nitpicking, obviously you can spot that sometimes something's a bit different, but in general, it's really impressive. Let's talk about the bottle. So basically, Seth Rollins was going for the curb stomp, but the bottle, the prime bottle, got Logan out of the ring. Turns out it's KSI. It's so wild seeing KSI in the WWE. Someone that I watched when I was 12 years old, and I'm seeing the same dude in the WWE. So this was pretty crazy. Now, I'm wondering if KSI is going to be in the WWE as well right now. I would honestly love to see that. Unlike Logan, he's actually likable, but can he be as good at wrestling as Logan? I really doubt it. Then Logan and JJ teamed up and put Seth Rollins on the announce table. Guess I was recording and Logan was about to jump. But when Logan didn't see, Seth put JJ on the announce table, so Logan jumped on KSI instead of Seth Rollins. That was pretty wild. Then we get back into the ring, Pedigree and Logan Paul still kicked out. We got a great frog splash, and you know, while watching this, I'm like, I'm fine with either result. I mean, this is a good match, but you know, you still kind of feel like Seth Rollins needs that W, right? He lost way too many matches lately. We got a mid-air super kick, curb stomp, and Seth Rollins picks up the W at WrestleMania. So another great match. Absolutely delivered. One of my favorite matches, might end up being my favorite, I'm not sure, but you know, the match was great. KSI was a genuine surprise, and Seth Rollins winning is the right decision because, like I've said, the man lost way too many matches lately. Now if only he shoved that prime bottle up his ass. Then we saw Damage Control versus Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita. Now I wouldn't necessarily say that this was a bad match. It was exactly what you would expect, but honestly this was probably the lowest point of the show, but like I've said, doesn't necessarily mean that it was bad. I mean, in general, the match was fun. We got a lot of cool spots, but you know, since nothing is on the line, you still kinda expect something to happen. You expect a swerve, and we didn't necessarily get that, which is fine, but I'm just saying. We got the manhandle slam off the second rope. Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus won the match at WrestleMania. So again, nothing really to complain about, but I feel like I wish we got that heel turn. You know, Becky versus Lita or Becky versus Trish, because now it was just kinda there. Not bad. Nothing too special either. It was time to teach the boys some manners. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic. Dominic's entrance was great. My man came out of prison. He was wearing a Rey Mysterio mask and he was taken with handcuffs to the ring. Rey Mysterio's entrance hit different. They were drying with Snoop's music, but once they got to the arena, it cuts to Eddie Guerrero's theme song. That was amazing. And if that didn't make things special enough, we got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Okay, the match was great. Really fun to watch, but oh boy, did I hate all these ads on aprons and basically every screen that is visible to your eye. It was so satisfying seeing Rey Mysterio finally hitting Dominic, and man, he spanked the boy's ass. I've literally talked about that in like 5 videos. I've always said Rey Mysterio needs to get the belt at WrestleMania, and that's almost the first thing he did. Rey, I respect you. My boy said, boom! Familia love. He did what needed to be done, people. I don't judge Rey Mysterio. As a matter of fact, I respect him even more. Dominic threw a drink at his sister. The match continues. I would say it was 50-50, but a couple of minutes later, Dominic decided to put his attention to his mom. He told her to shut her mouth and got slapped. The match continues and we see the Judgment Day. And you know, once we got the 619, Rey was going for the frog splash. Balor distracted the referee and Damien pulled Rey's leg. Dominic was in control again, but the distractions didn't last long because we got LWO and they took care of the Judgment Day. Dominik Mysterio got a chain. He was about to hit his father with it, but Bad Bunny takes the chain. Rey quickly puts Dominic into the 619 position. 619, a big frog splash, and Rey Mysterio kicks his son's ass at WrestleMania officially. He got to celebrate with Angie. He got to celebrate with Aliyah. And Rey Mysterio winning kinda makes me believe this rivalry ain't gonna continue because most of the time the first match is won by a heel, I believe, or I'm just talking out of my ass right here. I barely slept. But honestly, I wouldn't mind another match. I feel like at the end of the day, Dominic needs that W. Imagine the heat. Imagine the heat. Then we got Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, a match that was supposed to main event WrestleMania in Charlotte's eyes. She was very angry about that. Honestly, people, maybe she does have a point. I don't know, because the match was really good. Possibly going to be the best women's match of the year. The match was filled with action from start to finish. Not a single thing I would complain about, honestly. This was the best match of Rhea Ripley's WWE career. I don't know what else to tell you, man. They absolutely cooked right here. We did see a very scary spot though when Charlotte Flair landed on her face. Also, the finish was pretty creative. They were fighting on the top rope, but Rhea Ripley smacks Charlotte's face into the ring post. Charlotte was knocked out. Perfect opportunity opportunity for Rhea Ripley to hit her finisher. And yes, Rhea Ripley became the SmackDown Women's Champion. She finally got her redemption. And that was the only right result. Anything else would be horrendous. Rhea needed to win, she won, and she's a completely different character right now. Ever since she joined the Judgment Day, like, it absolutely changed her career. She gained the most from the Judgment Day. It's kind of crazy. Like, she was never bad. She always had that look. We always knew she has the potential of being a main eventer. But once she won the championship, it just felt like something was missing. And now she feels like a star. In terms of match quality, this could have easily been the main event. I wouldn't complain. This was one of the best women's matches I have ever seen. The Miz talked about how he put out an open challenge, but no one responded. Well, someone did. Pat McAfee came back to the WWE. He accepted the Miz challenge, but the Miz is not ready. He can't make matches official as well. But Snoop Dogg can, apparently. So we got the match, and honestly, people, I don't know why this one happened. It's a great surprise. I mean, I'm happy to see Pat back, but the Miz got squashed right here for no reason whatsoever. Just Pat McAfee and his buddy playing around with the Miz. And yes, Pat won the match. That was it. And just a couple of hours ago, I saw a tweet of KSI challenging Bobby Lashley, I believe. What? Is it me or that sounds kinda cool? I don't think that's gonna happen though, but okay, thank you. And then it was time for the main event. The Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. This match kind of proved that Triple H was booking this show and not Vince McMahon, because we heard references like El Generico, something that Vince McMahon would never allow in his life. But this match was great, man. It offered great wrestling. Obviously, you have four of the greatest WWE superstars of all time, wrestlers, whatever, don't judge me. But it also gave us that storytelling, you know. It felt like a conclusion, even though I'm pretty sure this rivalry is going to continue. And oh boy, the near falls. Man, we got a lot of near falls. At times I thought, okay, if they didn't win right now, it means that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to lose, because there's no way we're gonna get something like this again. This was in the main event of WrestleMania, so you would think that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are obviously winning this match, right? But they still made it unpredictable. We got a first ever 1D kickout. That was pretty special. And they ended the match with some flashbacks. Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, one Helluva kick, another Helluva kick, and a third Helluva kick. It almost seemed like Sami Zayn didn't want to do this, but he had to. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens became the new WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions. What a shot. That's how you close a WrestleMania. Honestly, I'm glad this was the main event. I wouldn't have complained if it was Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte, but this is a once-in-a-lifetime WrestleMania moment. Two best friends dethroning the longest reigning tag team champions at WrestleMania in the main event with all the pyro. This was beautiful. And you can tell this meant a lot to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. You love to see it. And you know, it's kind of funny. Kevin Owens is a guy who barely holds a championship. Like, the last time he was a champion, I believe, was 5 years ago, right? But the dude main evented WrestleMania twice in a row. That's kind of wild. So happy for the dude. And the story is just getting more interesting, man. What's gonna happen with the Bloodline? The fall of the Bloodline storyline is going to be really fun to watch. I want to see Roman's reaction. I want to see the Usos. What is the plan? What are they going to do? If Roman retains, the Usos are in trouble. Whatever the case may be, lots of storytelling potential right here. With championships or not, the Bloodline are going to be fine. Trust me. But all in all, I would say WrestleMania Night 1 was a huge success. Definitely one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. But hopefully it doesn't follow last year, because last year WrestleMania Night 1 was great. WrestleMania Night 2 was okay. Hopefully that's not gonna be the case. So Triple H's first WrestleMania, major W. Major. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Thank you for watching The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.